Fitchburg to run and walk on behalf of breast cancer survivors, fighters, and their families.
And one of the women doing the Race for the Cure tomorrow is recognizing a major milestone, 10 years of being cancer-free, and she almost didn't catch her cancer in the first place. News 3's Christina Laurie joins us now with her story, another face of the race. That's just a remarkable story.
It really is. Good morning.
Good morning,
Annika. Annette Aeberhard is not only celebrating 10 years of being cancer-free, she's running in her 10th Race for the Cure tomorrow. But if she hadn't pressed her doctor for a mammogram she wasn't even recommended to get, Annette's story may have had a very different ending.
If there's one thing cancer has taught Annette Aeberhard, it's perspective.
Something could happen like that. You just have to do what you want to do. Be happy.
10 years after her own diagnosis, she's gained a lot of it.
Don't put things off too far. You may not get there.
Annette's own future was tested in October of 2008 during a routine mammogram.
They found a spot. They just wanted to do an MRI.
So Annette went back, not thinking anything, but after an ultrasound and biopsy, she was told to make an appointment with her doctor.
I told my husband, I go, you need to come with me because I have cancer. And he goes, they didn't say that.
Annette's intuition was right.
Shock, fear. We had 3 little kids at the time.
45 years old, diagnosed with invasive ductile carcinoma, cancer in the milk ducts, stage 2.
When you have to tell your kids, you have to put your brave face on and tell them everything's going to be okay.
Annette had a double mastectomy 2 months after receiving the results of her mammogram.
And that was the thing that saved me.
A test she almost didn't get.
My doctor had said at the time, you've had 5 mammograms that have been normal, so you can skip this one. And I said, well, I'm here, let's just schedule it. And if I hadn't and, waited till the next year, that just put fear in me.
Susan G. Komen, the force behind Saturday's Race for the Cure, helps women afford mammograms.
All these people that have to wait because of money, and if you can get somebody to fund that, I need to help.
Now, 10 years after her own fight, Annette is fixated on that finish line.
And then, I'm going to get emotional now. It just gets me. I don't know what it is, but I'm always crying when I'm going across the line.
Reflecting on how far she's come.
I'm stronger than I thought.
Now sharing the perspective she's gained.
I felt like it gave you like a second lease on life. It's like, you better do what you want to do.
Now, in addition to raising money for Susan G. Komen's Race for the Cure, Annette volunteers as a patient support advocate at the UW. It's a neat program where she's matched with women currently undergoing breast cancer treatment to answer their questions, validate their emotions, and befriend them during a tough emotional journey that she says no one can really understand unless they've been through it. And you can also still sign up to be part of tomorrow's Race for the Cure. I put a link on our website, channel3000.com. You just search Race for the Cure.
So that race is going to be 8:30 tomorrow at the Agora at Fitchburg. And all of the Race for Face of the Race stories that you've done are also up there, I think, on channel3000.com.
Yes, and I'll be out there tomorrow morning at the race reconnecting with all of these women. So we'll have another story with all of them together, which will be special.
Fantastic. I will be there as well. So we'll see. We'll cross our fingers for no rain in the morning because holy smokes, last year was a bit much.
That was the one common thread among all these women I talked to. The weather.
Rain.
Please, nothing like last year.